The Vikings were known for their skills as sailors and explorers. They built technologically advanced longships that enabled them to navigate the open seas and undertake extensive voyages. The Vikings embarked on journeys of trade, exploration, raiding, and colonization, reaching as far as North America, the Mediterranean, and even Central Asia. Notably, the Vikings were also skilled warriors. They conducted raids on various coastal regions of Europe, targeting monasteries, towns, and wealthy settlements. These raids, often characterized by their speed and surprise, earned the Vikings a reputation as fearsome warriors. However, the Viking Age was not solely defined by warfare and plundering. The Vikings were also active traders, establishing trade networks that extended across Europe, the Middle East, and beyond. They engaged in commerce, exchanging goods such as furs, timber, amber, and iron. Additionally, the Vikings played a significant role in the founding and development of several settlements and kingdoms, including Dublin, York, and Normandy. The Viking Age eventually came to an end with the Christianization of Scandinavia and the consolidation of centralized kingdoms. Nevertheless, the legacy of the Vikings endures in the form of their rich mythology, sagas, language, and cultural influence on the regions they explored and settled. The Vikings were seafaring people from the late 8th to the early 11th century, originating from the Scandinavian region. They were skilled warriors, traders, and explorers who left a significant impact on European history. Here are some key points about the Vikings. Exploration and expansion. The Vikings were renowned for their seafaring abilities, using their longships to explore and settle new lands. They reached as far as North America, which they called Vinland, around the 10th century, predating Christopher Columbus by several centuries. Raiding and warfare. While the Vikings are often associated with raiding and pillaging, not all Vikings were plunderers. However, many did engage in raiding along the coasts of Europe, targeting monasteries, towns, and wealthy settlements. This activity, known as Viking raiding, had a profound impact on the regions they targeted. Trade and commerce. Vikings were also skilled traders and established trade networks throughout Europe and beyond. They traded goods such as furs, timber, iron, and slaves. Viking traders traveled extensively, reaching as far as the Byzantine Empire and the Arab world. Society and culture. Viking society was organized into clans or tribes, with a chieftain or jarl as the leader. They had a rich mythology and practiced a polytheistic religion with gods such as Odin, Thor, and Freya. Vikings also had a strong oral tradition, and their sagas and stories were passed down through generations. Legacy and influence. The Viking Age had a lasting impact on European history. The settlements established by the Vikings eventually grew into towns and cities, including Dublin, York, Jorvik, and Kiev. The Scandinavian influence can be seen in the languages, place names, and legal systems of the regions they settled. It's important to note that Viking history is complex and often subject to interpretation. The available knowledge is based on archaeological evidence, sagas, and historical records from the time.